Welcome to Carriage Driver Center Training. Website, driving training for adults. Enjoy your free lesson.
Now, whenever you get in a car, the first thing you want to do is start up the car. So let's start up the car. And while we're doing that, I just want to welcome you to the Carriage Driver Center Backing Up a Car video. Something that most people don't do. Something that most people have never been taught much in the first place is how to back up. And most people have never been taught much about driving in the first place. And the next thing we'll do is put on our seatbelt. And then the next thing, what's the next thing? To adjust the seat or adjust the mirrors? Almost everybody will do this first. Start watching what people do when they're driving. Start paying more attention to what's going on. Almost everybody will do this first, and then they'll move their seat. What's wrong with that? Well, if you do this first, and this is what almost everybody will do this first. When they get in a strange car that somebody else has been driving, or somebody moves it on them, almost everybody will do this first, and then they'll move their seat. And then when you move your seat, then this is wrong. Start watching what other people do. So I've got my seat in the right position, now I adjust my mirrors. But it's always the seat first. And then I check my outside rearview mirrors and they look good, so I can just leave them right where they are. So when you're backing up a car, that's what you've got to see. See it? That's where you're supposed to be looking, is that way. What most people do, since most people have never been taught much about driving in the first place, what almost everybody does, almost everybody looks this way, for the most part. Almost everybody looks this way, for the most part. Oh, they might glance in their rearview mirrors for a split second, maybe a fourth of a second they might glance in their mirrors, but for the most part they're looking this way. And what some people do is they'll look like this, they'll look this way, or they'll look this way, but hardly anybody's looking this way. And when you're looking this way, I can actually see all the way around in my peripheral vision. I can see all the way around the back of the car. Chances are I'm never going to run over a little kid if I turn around and look this way. So the way you do that is you take your right arm and put your right arm right around the seat. And that arm works as a lever now. Now you can actually pull your body. You can pull your shoulders around. You can even turn your hips slightly, just as long as you can still reach the gas pedal. And that's where you need to be looking when you're backing up a car. Just remember, start watching what other people do. Almost everybody looks this way and drives the car that way. And that's why every once in a while you hear of some little kid being run over and squashed and killed in the driveway. And actually there's a lot of accidents that happen when people are backing up a car. You just don't hear about it most of the time. You don't need a backup camera. All you need is this. There is your backup camera. I can see all the way around the back of the car as I go backward. So I'll put the car in reverse, and I'll just back up a little ways just to show you. We can see all the way around the back of the car, even around the sides. In my peripheral vision, I can see what's coming from the left, and I can see what's coming from the right. So that's the way you back up a car. Start watching what most people do so that you can begin to learn how not to do it. Almost everybody looks this way for the most part and drives the car that way. So start to learn, people. You can learn. It's never too late to learn.